High above the world, nestled among the clouds, lived magnificent eagles. They were not ordinary eagles. These majestic creatures possessed 3 heads. Can you imagine such a sight? Now, in this land there lived 2 such eagles, whom we shall call Ethan and Zephyr. Ethan and Zephyr were as different as the sun and the moon. Ethan's 3 heads were always arguing, their screeching echoing through the canyons. Each head, you see, wanted to be in control, to be the one to decide where to fly and what to hunt. This constant bickering made Ethan's life miserable. Zephyr, on the other hand, faced a similar predicament. His 3 heads, too, had their disagreements. They squabbled over which direction to fly in, which prey to hunt, and even which cloud looked the most comfortable to rest upon. The constant chatter made Zephyr's head spin. Ethan's heads, let's call them north, south, and east, were locked in a perpetual power struggle. "Go left," North would shriek. "No, right, I see a rabbit," South would counter. East, usually the quieter one, would chime in with a hesitant, "Maybe we should just circle for a bit." Their arguments never ceased, leaving Ethan exhausted and frustrated. Zephyr's heads, let's call them sun, moon, and star, were also in constant disagreement. "Let's chase those sparrows," chirped Sun, always eager for a quick chase. No, let's fly higher, closer to the sun," suggested Moon, drawn to the warmth and light. Star, the most contemplative of the 3, would often murmur, "We just ate. Perhaps we should rest on that cloud and enjoy the view." The constant chatter in Zephyr's head made it impossible to enjoy even the simplest things. The taste of fresh fish was lost amidst the arguments, the beauty of the sunset drowned out by the endless debate. One day, Ethan, driven to the brink by the incessant squabbling, decided he couldn't take it anymore. "That's it," he roared. "I'm done with this." He flew to the tallest mountain peak, a place known as the Peak of Broken Feathers. With a desperate, heart-wrenching scream, Ethan repeatedly banged his heads against the sharp rocks. He was willing to do anything, even hurt himself, to silence the relentless voices. He crashed against the unforgiving stone again and again, hoping for some relief. Section 4. The Path of Meditation. Zephyr, witnessing Ethan's drastic actions, felt a pang of sympathy. He understood the desperation, the longing for peace, but he chose a different path. Zephyr had heard tales of a wise owl who lived in the Whispering Woods, an owl known for his wisdom and tranquility. With hope fluttering in his heart, Zephyr flew to the Whispering Woods. He found the wise owl perched on a branch, his eyes closed, a serene smile on his face. Wise owl, Zephyr asked, "How do you find peace when your mind is filled with so many voices?" The wise owl opened his eyes, looked at Zephyr and spoke of meditation, of quieting the mind, of listening to the whispers of the heart. Section 5. Finding Harmony Within. The wise owl taught Zephyr how to meditate. "Close your eyes," he instructed. "Breathe deeply, acknowledge each voice, each thought, without judgment. Let them rise and fall like the tide." Zephyr, skeptical but desperate, followed the owl's instructions. At first it was difficult. His 3 heads continued their chatter, each vying for attention. But Zephyr persisted day after day, practicing the wise owl's teachings. Slowly, gradually, something amazing happened. The voices didn't disappear entirely, but they became softer, less insistent. Zephyr learned to listen to the whisper of his own heart, a whisper of love, peace, and unity. Section 6. Soaring to New Heights. Ethan's violent attempts only resulted in pain and injury. He managed to silence his heads, but at a terrible cost. He lost his ability to fly, to hunt, to live a full life. He was left with a deafening silence, a constant reminder of his drastic actions. Zephyr, on the other hand, experienced a transformation. Having found harmony within, he was able to soar to new heights. His 3 heads, no longer at war, worked in unison, their individual strengths combining to make Zephyr the swiftest, wisest, and most magnificent eagle in the land. He learned that true strength lies not in silencing the voices within, but in finding the harmony that allows them to sing in unison.